So I heard we're filming a new Ford Ignition GT. I thought best I get myself styled accordingly, so I went for the Billy Bob hairstyle and a beautiful throwback from the 80s, a nice woodcutter checked shirt. We arrive in Cape Town to this sort of weather. I mean, how hard is it to look good? It really is tough. But it leads me to the car we actually are driving, the Ford Everest, a brand new SUV on the market. So what I'm hoping to find out is, does the Ford Everest have hair in all the right places? Or is it going to be one of those super smooth, waxed runabouts that you see far too often on South African roads? Well, I'll tell you what, it is really good to get inside the Ford Everest. Not because it's the most luxurious or welcoming cabin that I've ever been in, but just because it is dry. I was a drowned rat outside. Looking around interior-wise, basic is probably the word that jumps to mind. It's comfortable, got leather seats, but there's no frills here really, nothing that's going to blow you away, no gadgetry. It is just very straight down the line, simple.
As a 7-seater, the Everest offers various configurations to give you litres of space. Ford claims the tallest and widest cargo area and 10% more room for middle row passengers than any of its competitors.
If I look around, it seems to be lacking that level of refinement. It almost seems like a lot of stuff was just kind of thrown together without too much thought. And the same applies when you look at the outside. No metrosexuals on the Ford Everest design team, that's for sure. It is not a real looker. From the front, not too bad. They've softened it a little bit from the Ford Ranger. But heading through to the back section, for me, they somehow have managed to take a brand new car and make it look old. Incredible. It is like a retro throwback to the 80s, early 90s, Jeep Cherokee type look. I think maybe what makes it worse is obviously to make space for the cabin. They've taken the spare wheel that was normally mounted underneath the Ranger and they've put it now on the back door. And that, along with the cover of Everest, of the mountain range, just looks Chinese. It looks a bit knocked off. And obviously having the tail lights vertical and narrow is also very old school. So for me, I really don't like it much from the back, but yeah, again, it's basic. It looks okay. It doesn't blow you away, but I think what I'm trying to get at is this is what this vehicle is all about. It's appealing to a guy that isn't interested in all the frills and how sexy the car looks. He's interested in a car that just does what it does. And let me tell you, this car does what it does really well. Keeping it simple, they have just 3 models to choose from, and all 3 of them have that incredible Ford diesel engine. 3 litre, it's got plenty of grunt, 380 newton meters of torque, so you're in the power no matter what gear you're in, and that for me is always a good base to make any car, especially a 4x4, is having something that's got a lot of grunt low down. Great engines, they've done well with that. I think there may be a few consumers out there very wary about well-known, dependable bakkies suddenly becoming SUVs with 3 rows of seats. But I know people are going to look at this and go, oh, the Everest based on the Ranger, are we going to have the same problems? Well, suspension is exactly the same as on the Ranger. So they've got leaf spring at the back, double wishbone in the front, but they've just changed the way they've set it all up. So the ride does not feel like you are in a bakkie, which is a good thing, because let's be honest, you're buying this to transport people around. You're going to be spending time on the open road, not just bunda bashing. And that is where this car is a real pleasure. You know, we're not speeding along at 160, 170, but cruising along very happily at 130, and even on the windy mountain passes, and it drives really well. It sits on the road well. It's got a lightness about it, and I think they've done a good job in terms of making it a car that is going to be way more enjoyable in these type of environments, because let's be honest, the bakkies do tend to be quite hard. But when it comes to bunda bashing, well, I tell you what, there you do have lots of fun, and we have thrown it around on, I must admit, pretty basic 4x4 tracks and paths, but lots of rain, lots of mud, lots of sand, and kept it in 4x4 high range, no problem. Never had to engage low range at all, and boy did we have fun.
We love the Everest for its unbelievable motor. That 3-litre diesel is fantastic, But as always, it boils down to price. It's fighting with established players like the Toyota Fortuner. The vehicle we're driving is the 3-litre TDCi 4x4 manual, priced at $365,000. Top of the range auto comes in at R383,000, while your third option is an entry-level 4x2 manual at $325,000. This is a car you can have plenty of fun in. Get dirty, go camping, get in the mud and the sand, because that's where it's really happy.
So yeah, there's a new kid on the block. It's the Everest. As far as mountains go, that'll get you there. In terms of posing, don't bother.